From Dallas to Los Angeles and a screen near you, here is B Wildcat 2.
Hey YouTube, it's B Wildcat 2 here, sometimes referred to as the lovable loser of YouTube, also known as the wildest cat on YouTube. And today, we've got some interleague action in the MLB 12 The Show, and my Texas Rangers franchise. Episode 18 comes against the Houston Astros. You see the record is 58-5 against 28-35. I'm gonna speed up through the intro, and go from there, and we'll get right into the game. So you see the panoramic shots of Rangers ballpark in Arlington, back home for this action. You see the lineup for the Astros there: Bourgois, Altuve, Bogusevic, Cust, Castro, Lowry, and the others. And Colby Lewis for us is on the mound, 6-0, 3.60 ERA, and some other interesting statistics. So here's the Rangers defense: Murphy, Hamilton, and Cruz in the outfield. Beltre and Hoffman at short and on the left side of the infield. Kinsler, Torrealba on the right side of the infield, and Mike Napoli will do the catching for Colby Lewis. Beltre is a Gold Glove winner over at third base. So here we go. Top of the first inning, Brian Bogusevic will be the batter coming up with 2 out in the first. You see his statistics to the point of where we are in the season thus far. And with the count 1-1, the pitch is lined into right field. Cruz heading back will make the catch. Nice play by Cruz to end the inning. So nothing happening for the Astros in their half of the top of the first, or their half of the first. We're going to the bottom of the inning number 1, and the score's tied at nothing. So you see the Rangers line up: Hoffman, Cruz, Young, Napoli, Hamilton, Beltre, Murphy, Kinsler, and Torrealba in the 9 spot. And you'll see the pitcher for the Astros is Jordan Lyles, 1-4, 5.22 ERA, maybe 5.27, I can't really tell. 18 walks, 44 strikeouts, and 66 2/3 innings pitched. So he looks to improve upon those weak statistics. And you'll see the Astros behind him, their defense. You got Sanford, Bourgois, Bogusevic, Chris Snyder at third, Jed Lowry at short, Jack Cust at first, Matt Downs at second base, and Jason Castro doing the catching for Jordan Lyles. But as you see after this shot, don't know what happened, but apparently Chris Snyder got hurt, so they had to replace him with Chris Johnson. So before he could even get out there to play some defense, he's injured or something, and he gets replaced. So Michael Young being the batter, 2 down in the bottom of the first, and you'll see Michael come up to the plate. The first pitch from Lyles is swung on and hit into right field, deep but not deep enough. The right fielder Bogusevic will make the catch to end the inning. So through 1 inning of play in Arlington, we're tied, nothing going on for either team thus far. Castro and Lowry will be the batters in the second inning for the Astros, and you see Jack Cust do indeed come up to the plate, a .286 average, a homer, and 6 RBIs. To this point in the season, you see his walk up and his stance, cracks his neck, gets ready to face Colby Lewis with an 0-1 count. Colby throws and lined into right field, a base hit going all the way to the wall, a double for Cust as Cruz fields it and presses his hands against the wall, but Cust will have a double and be on second with nobody out in the second inning. So what will happen here? We have Jed Lowry coming up with 1 down, and Cust is moved over to third on a ground out, I do believe. So 2-2 the count, and Lowry lines one into left field, a base hit. Murphy will field it and throw it in, but there will be a runner at first. The score is 1-0 Astros after that RBI single, driving in Cust. So there will be a runner at first with 1 out. And I believe, as you see the replay, Jed Lowry just soft serves it into left field over Beltre's glove, and not far enough for Murphy to make a play. So Astros get the lead 1-0. Now with 2 out, with 1 out and 2 on. Batter for the Astros will hit a fly ball to left field. Not deep, but Murphy drops it! Are you kidding me? Come on, David Murphy! Do we need to bench you? Do you need a timeout? I think we can do that. We can sit him next game. I think that's what we'll do. That will, unfortunately, folks, that will not be the end of the mishaps by David Murphy this game. You see Jason Borges will come up to the plate, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but he'll strike out swinging at the curveball, and the bases will be left stranded by the Astros. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error by the Rangers, and nobody will come around to score, of course, except for that first run. So going to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Astros, and Mike Napoli will lead off. 381, 25 homers, 52 runs batted in, leads the American League in home runs and RBIs to this point. So obviously the Astros will want to be careful pitching to him. They get him to 2-0, and Lyles, I'm sorry, but he throws a fastball right down the middle of the pipe, and Napoli cranks it to deep left center, and that is over the fence. Home run, Mike Napoli. His 26th of the year, driving in his 53rd run, and the Rangers have tied up the game at 1 in the second inning. Napoli's solo shot. See the Astros skipper not too happy about that one. Hamilton gives Napoli a high five as he gets to the plate. And you'll see the replay. Just a 2-0 fastball left over the middle of the plate, and Napoli drove it to deep center field and out of the ballpark for a home run. I mean, that almost missed it being out on Green Hill over there in center field. So now we have Darren Hoffman in the bottom of the third. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in his first plate appearance. He works the count to 1-2 after being down 0-2. And here comes the pitch, and Hoffman swings, and there's a drive into deep left center field, way back, and it's gone! His first home run of his career, batting 175 coming into the at bat, and he hits a home run. Are you kidding me? Wow, Darren Hoffman, the rookie, and not an everyday starter by far, but a backup, but he hits a home run to make the score 2-1 Texas. Cruz gives him a high five, and Hoffman replies back, "Now you chop that." So, anyway, a little trash talking going on between teammates. He hits it 389 over the left field wall. An impressive shot by the not known for his power, no sir, definitely not. But he just sneaks it over that high left field wall. So, here we go. We're already in the fifth. Still 2-1 Texas. Not much happening. Colby gets a strikeout of the slider looking. That was Chris Johnson looking at that slider that bended into the strike zone. Not too bad. 69 pitches to that point, 11 balls, so 58 strikes. So Colby's having a pretty good game. So now, fast forward, we're going to jump around a lot in this game. Ian Kinsler is coming up now. I believe this is the bottom of the fifth, and I believe I am right, and yes I am. He's down, we're up 2-1, and he's going to get a fastball here, and he's going to crank it. A no-doubter from Ian Kinsler, his 18th of the year, 47 runs batted in now, thanks to that solo shot. And he's got a round tripper himself. He's joining in on the fireworks parade, if you will. Home run Kinsler, 3-1 Texas now as he rounds the bases. You see the scoreboard doing the fancy schmancy home run graphic there. So Ron Washington says, "Gotta love Ian Kinsler, can put some offense on the board anytime you need it." Torrealba gives him a high five, and Kinsler will walk to the dugout. You see the replay. Just got a fastball, and he knew what to do with it. Drive it 393 feet to deep left field and out of the ballpark for a home run for Kinsler. So here we go, top of the sixth, 3-2. Colby Lewis has another close pitch, and it's taken for strike three, another slider. I don't know who that was. I believe it was Bogusevic. I may have been wrong. But strike him out looking, and there you see the pitch report to that point. Overwhelming with the fastball, but he's been working the curveball and the slider and the changeup and some. So Colby hasn't been dominant to this point, even with the one run given up in the second inning, but he's been sharp. He hasn't had, you could say he's had a quality start. 6 innings and 1 run given up. Strike 3 on this fastball. Jason Castro sit down. So we're through 5.5 in Arlington. The Rangers are up 3-1. You'll see Hoffman, Cruz, and Young in the bottom of the 6th. If I do show the bottom of the 6th. I think I do. I can't remember. So here we go. Nelson Cruz 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to this point. I do show the bottom of the 6th. 1 out. Nobody on. And Cruz is going to get a fastball, and he's going to drive it to deep left center field. Way back and off the wall. Cruz is rounding first, heading to second base with a stand-up double. So Cruz is on with 1 out. You see the replay. He got a fastball, and he drove it to deep left center field. Wasn't out of the ballpark, but he almost got it all. So that won't be far enough for that Hoffman thing with him. That was his 5th double of the year. The bet that Hoffman could hit one deeper than Cruz has paid off for Hoffman. So now 2 out. Beltre still at second base. You'll see Mike Napoli come up to the plate. You see what he did earlier in the game, hitting that drive into deep center field, way back and gone, to tie the game up at 1. And the Astros have not scored since then, and the Rangers have scored 3 unanswered. So runner at third was Cruz, 2 out. And Napoli with a 1-0 count is going to get a fastball, and he's going to drive it to deep center field, way back, and he's running out of real estate. Jumps up, he cannot make a catch. Napoli with his 2nd round tripper of the game. Oh man, set off the fireworks. It seems to be something about every time the Astros and the Rangers play, they cannot stop the home run mashing. You see, I earn a trophy for the Texas two-step. So Napoli drives in Cruz and gets a high five for Hamilton on his 2nd home run of the game. 407 feet to deep center field. That was an absolute moonshot by Napoli. And it hung up there and finally came down on Greensill in center field. He just missed it the last time he hit one, but that time he will not miss. So you see Mark Lowe come in for the top of the 7th. Quality start from Colby Lewis, but it was 5-1, and I had originally planned to bring him in because it was going to be 3-1, and I was going to work Lowe in the setup role, try to get him a hold and possibly get Nathan a save. You see, strike out a batter on the changeup for the 1st out. Lowe comes in and dealing. He throws 8 pitches in a row for strikes, and then he throws a ball, and then he gets another strike, if I remember right, if this was the correct inning. So you'll see the replay of the strikeout there. And then later on, you'll see Kinsler come up in the bottom of the 7th. You see what he did in the 5th inning as almost a flashback moment. A deep drive to left field that he got all of. But you see it was a replay and sort of like a flashback, but it could have also been a prediction, because with the count 2-2, the pitcher deals and Kinsler swings, hits a drive to deep left field, looking, and it'll stay fair and sneak over the wall. Home run, Kinsler, his 2nd of the ball game. Anything you can do, I can do better, Mike Napoli, he says, and he hits 2 of his own to add with Napoli's 2. So the Rangers have a 6-1 lead after Kinsler's long ball there. You see Ron Washington loving it, and Torrealba's going to get tired of high-fiving Kinsler in a minute if Kinsler keeps cranking him like he has been. So Kinsler not nearly as far on this home run as he had on his first, 358 feet, snuck it down the left field line, and just kept it fair around that fair pole. So you see in the 8th, now 1-2 with the 1 out, and Lowe will deal a base hit in the left field, but Murphy almost had it, but he dove for it, and he could not get it. Hamilton's going to throw it in, but it's going to go for a triple for the Astros, so now they have a runner at third with 1 out. Oh man, Murphy, why did you dive? You could have easily maybe made the play or kept him to a single, but now he's at third with 1 out, and a sac fly will drive him in. You see, he shouldn't have dove for it. He should have gone for the single and prevented him from rounding the bases, but as it was, Hamilton got it in quickly enough, so it just kept him at third with the triple. But Jose Altuve will come up. He's 1 for 2. He doubled in the 3rd inning, and Lowe will get him on 0-2 and then give up a fly ball to deep right field. Cruz is back and makes the catch. Tagging is Bourgois, and he will come around to score. on the sacrifice fly. 6-2 Texas now. So alright, we've still got a 4-run lead, but it may be cutting close, too close to call. Who will know? So hopefully Lowe can wrap it up and work the save, because if he gets through this 9th inning without giving up anything, like blowing the save or anything, he will get the save. So 0-2 to cut Jack Cuss, but a drive to deep right center field. Hamilton going back to the wall, up, and it is gone. Jack Cuss takes Mark Lowe deep for a home run and cuts the lead from Texas is 6-2. It's now 6-3 Texas after that home run. Rounding third and giving the third base coach a high five. You see a happy Astros manager for once. He's, well, maybe not so happy because he's still down by 3, but at least he's cutting back. I mean, his offense is rolling, maybe. Could they get a late inning rally? You'll see a replay of Jack Cuss just cranking it 419 feet to deep right center field. An absolute, that wasn't that far of a home run as much as it was impressive, but with the score being 6-3, taking the safe route, Joe Nathan will come on in, look for the save. That would be his 25th of the season if he can convert, which we hope he certainly can, because we do not want to blow the save against the Astros of all teams, because if we win this, we will win the Silver Boot. So 0-1, right back to Nathan is a ground ball, and he will get the first out of the inning. So Nathan looking sharp already, gets one pitch, comes in, throws one pitch, gets a ground ball right back to him. He almost looked like he was going to run to first with it, but he wisely throws it to Torrealba, for the first out. So Nathan adjusts his cap, adjusts his pants a little bit. So now with 1-0 count on the next batter, he will get a pop-up. Not deep, not just shallow into right field. Kinsler back, making the catch for the second out. So now the Rangers are 1 out away from getting a save and getting the Silver Boot. It will stay in Arlington this year if Nathan can hold it and just get one more out, as it did in real life. The Rangers really did win the Silver Boot in real life. So Matt Downs will be the batter, 1 for 2. He singled back in the second inning. So with the 1-1 count, 2 out, Nathan gives up a base hit up the middle. My game kind of froze or something. My recording messed up. So he got a base hit back up the middle. Kinsler could not reach it. So there will be a runner at first with 2 out, and the tying run will be on deck. So he's got to make sure that he doesn't allow the tying run to come up to the plate. Lauren Sanford, 0 for 3, flew out in the 7th inning. First pitch to him is whacked into center field, base hit. Hamilton fields it quickly. So runners at first and second, now 2 out, and the batter coming up, as you see Nathan look exasperated. He threw a good pitch, and the hitter Sanford just was able to make contact and drive it into center field. So Chris Johnson will come up now. The pitch, 0-0. First pitch to him, taken for a ball, a curveball, 1-0. So Nathan really has to remain locked and focused if he wants to get Johnson out. He is the tying run, and he's got some pop in his bat. So do not want to give up anything to him, of all people. So 1-0, taking the strike, 1-1 with the fastball. Last batter of the game, Nathan hoping he can lock it down. Does not want to give up anything to Chris Johnson or the Astros this inning. He's got 2 runners on. 1-1. The pitch is whacked into right center field. Hamilton settles under it. He will make the catch, and the Silver Boot will stay in Arlington. Rangers have taken Game 1 of the series 6-3. See Nathan get a high five from Napoli, and all high fives all around. The Rangers have retained the Silver Boot for another year. Better luck next year, Astros, and better luck as far as the team goes. Maybe they can pull out a win in this series, but as far as right now, they are 0-4 against the Rangers in this battle for the Silver Boot. So high fives all around. The Astros disappointed. They thought they could have won, but the Rangers proved out to be a better team as they thought we would. So, Mike Napoli, your player of the game, with obviously with the 2 home runs. Of course, you could have. It was a toss-up between he or Kinsler. Of course, he had 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Kinsler just had 2 home runs, 2 RBI, because both of his were solo shots. And Napoli probably gets the player of the game because he hit his further, and he hit him more like dead-on accurate. He hit his both to center field, and Kinsler just pulled it to left. So, he went 2 for 3 with 2 hits, both of them being home runs, 3 runs batted in, a slugging percentage of over 3,000. Oh man, if he'd gone like 8 for 9, his slugging percentage would have been like over 9,000. Anyway, just an inside joke. So, Rangers take game 1, 6-3. Colby goes to 7-0. Nathan with his 25th save. Lyles falls to 1-5 on the season. Tough break, kid. You'll get some more wins, I bet, in the future. So, as we wrap up the game, Napoli, of course, your player of the game, we're going to sim the last 2 games of the series. We take game 1 again, or we take game 2, but we lose game 3. Come on back, we'll play the Padres next time. See you guys.
When he came across this young man sewing on a fiddle and playing it hot.